Good afternoon everybody and welcome back to the vlog. I haven't filmed much this morning as it is a rest day, so there's no training to film. However, I thought I'd take you through the process of cleaning my Focus at the back there, which I so rarely do. So for someone who rides their bike in excess of 20 hours a week, you would think I had a more comprehensive bike cleaning strategy. The truth is, I didn't clean my bike the entire way through semester 1 at university. And you might call me crazy. I probably am, because my logic was, it's only ever going to get more dirty every single time I ride it, so what's the point in cleaning it whatsoever? This was fine up until a point, and then things start to break inevitably when you put it through so much and don't maintain it whatsoever. I've been so resistant to spend any sort of money on this bike. It's got a Xiamoi Pocophone from 5 years ago, and I've just been maintaining it. In fact, the chainring I had to recently get put on there as a last minute emergency thing is actually Claris. So 8 speed, 9 speed, it's pretty much compatible. The chains have very, very similar width, so it's sat on there fine. So at the beginning of university, this mudguard did come all the way around. However, it snapped when I was track standing one time. In terms of the rear mudguard, it has been on there. However, I don't know if you guys saw the video the other day, but as I was wheeling it back into the house, it actually snapped. So I've got no rear mudguard, but luckily got this bad boy on there to keep me mostly dry. But the old pannier rack is an addition I've had on there for over a year now. I've used it a couple of times for pannier bags in the back, like I cycled to my mate at university with a spare change of clothes, about 70 miles away, and that was a little good fun trip on the bike. And then I did do a bikepacking trip to Cornwall, which I might make a video on at some point, just in the summer just gone by, and it was really, really useful. The reason why I haven't taken it off is, my logic is, the heavier you make a winter bike, the more annoying it is to ride, the nicer the summer bike will feel, and suddenly all that training miles that you've been putting in, you're suddenly flying. And you know what, during the winter, all that matters for me anyway is just looking down at seeing the numbers in terms of wattage. I don't really care about speed. Like, I might average 18, 19, 20 miles an hour, but that doesn't mean anything to me. I'll easily gain 1 to 2 miles an hour free just by swapping over to the Imondo, which is probably about 4 kilos lighter all in, and a lot more responsive, more aerodynamic. So the whole bike really is a bit of a bodge job on top of the pannier rack. So for example, the wheels I had to buy last minute from Chain Reaction Cycles. My rear wheel cracked, cost me about 90 quid for the pair, which is a very, very good deal. I think they're about 50% off. Elsewhere on the bike, as I said, Shimano saw a 9 speed. The shifter's broken. There's a barrel which pulls through the cable in there as you're shifting to obviously adjust the cable tension on there, but it basically shifts. When I shift into a harder gear, it shifts all the way down a block by like 3, so I have to shift back up 2, which isn't doing great for the cable and is very annoying sometimes. Got the bar bag there, the zip again, the zip's broken, but I got tie levers, pump, inner tube, patches, everything you'd need for changing an inner tube if you've got a puncture, which I did obviously get a couple of days ago. Lights, the attachment for the light broke, so I've used an old hairband that's pink, so it stands out more. Front light is absolutely fantastic. I got as a gift when I was working back at Bournemouth Cycle Works, very kindly provided to me by Trek, is a Bontrager light. Not sponsored, not paid or anything like that, but it is honestly the best light I've ever had. It's actually so good. You name it, I've changed it on this bike, and it's probably done, I'll have to check when I get back in, but it's probably done 30,000 miles or something ridiculous. But anyway, without further ado and without any more waffling, I will get on to cleaning this, because that is disgraceful. I don't even have a sponge to clean it. Right, so it turns out we managed to source some sponges, so this will make my life a little bit easier, or a lot easier, in cleaning my bike. So first of all, I like to drop the wheels off and just clean around the rim and side of the tyres, and that also leaves some of the more hard to get to places on the bike more exposed without the wheels on, in between the brakes and the chainstay and things like that. So the next stage of the process, now I've roughly gone over the bike with sponge and soapy water, is to degrease the drivetrain. So I've got GT85, but you can use WD-40 or any other penetrant displacer, anything that will get out the grime that's been building up on those moving parts over the last, well, for me anyway, last couple of months. And this is the only stuff that I actually properly would recommend. It's the Juice Lube's chain cleaner, and you just decant it into their chain cleaning mechanism. Right, so phone battery is dying, but you can see already the difference in non-clean chain versus clean chain, that as soon as you use that chain cleaning stuff and then you just put some soap on it, it just instantly strips it of everything. So I'm going to put the phone away now, go and put it on charge, but look at that, straight away. And the rest of the bike is looking pretty clean too. I can only apologise for the lack of actual content today, but it is a rest day and I've just been chilling out because you know what, there's no university work, there's no training. Anyway, the bike is clean now. I managed to dry it off, went for a dog walk, had some dinner. But one thing I did forget to mention on the bike is this speaker in combination with the top tube bag. Now I didn't realise this when I bought the top tube bag or the speaker, but it's actually perfect fit. Yes, you can't close it, but it's very secure in there. And ever since I discovered this combination, I've been posting it on social media and I've had quite a few messages about what combination it is and how people can apply it to their own bikes. Because it's honestly so good. It means I can still hear the traffic and I can listen to music. Hopefully not too obnoxiously, and I do turn it down or off when I'm around urban areas or kids. But when I'm in the middle of the New Forest, I'm just blasting tunes out loud. It's just so good. I can't wait to go on bike packing trips and just big days out with the lads. We're just blasting tunes in the summer, having a great time. Anyway guys, if there is one takeaway from today's video is that I need to get a bike stand and some proper bike cleaning tools, because I think part of the reason why I barely ever clean my bike is because I don't have the right equipment for it. So I'm going to have a look around and see what I can pick up, and hopefully that will incentivise me to clean my bike more often. Anyway guys, if you did enjoy the video, then be sure to leave it a like. My name is Zach and I'll see you again tomorrow for a 4-hour study ride.